Welcome to Ann Arbor. The Panthers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan's offense will get the first swing of the game. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed. But what does that chemistry look like?
There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Panthers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
They'll run play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
He's piled up 87 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling. Sneaks into the end zone.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. FIU pushing tempo. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going, turning it on! Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick.
He lost one down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all three phases.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, play, it's intercepted. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick six. Doesn't get much worse than that.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Syracuse packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air on second down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly complete. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Going to sling it on second down. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll give it to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. FIU pushing tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Now they'll run the draw. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Higgins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to keep running. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Hunt is on its way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. He's got him. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. Quick step and go. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete to the right. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's loose down the middle. The tag. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Using the quick game. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's the handoff. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. FIU will line up to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. FIU will line up to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff to the single running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Snap from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Wolverines! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way. but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. FIU pushing tempo. Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Working that left side now. The big tight end was fighting for every inch, but he will be stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one is perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The RPO, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a fifth. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his spot. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. He'll pull it on the read. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So here comes the Michigan offense. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. The Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
FIU will line up to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Finding an escape route.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. It's a reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Finds his big tight end. Fighting off the defender. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. Lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Louisiana, and here they cherish games that are played at night. But a Saturday afternoon in Tiger Stadium is pretty special as well. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tigers have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Judicials offense will have the football first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you're leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Fires one high and deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. The Judicials send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. And they'll mark the spot on this one just outside the 40-yard line. So LSU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others. And they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about it. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Swings it out to his running back. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Trying to surge it in. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Big early test for both teams in this opening game of the season. It's third and Sneak gets it done. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. On the option, he'll keep it himself. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. LSU lining up first and goal. Trying to barge in. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Read option keeps it to the left side. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Judicials will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. A strike downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. He's taking the shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got him this time. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Takes the handoff. It's O'Neal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
The Judicials will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the punt, and he's done better. Not much on that one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. A run for the quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. On the option. He'll toss it. Ball is out behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Catch in the middle, it's O'Neal. He's loose down the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got a man in the middle. Tripped up for the tackle. And the Judicials with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. He'll sneak it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Makes the catch. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Give to the single back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This offense doing business in the red zone. They're going back to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Got some room after the goal line. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on third down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's O'Neal. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's snuffed out behind the line again. Went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's York. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Judicials come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll toss it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Judicials decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running the read option to the left. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. It's a running room. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. With the catch, it's Matthews. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll touch it dead at about the 40. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. On target. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Judicials will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
And you got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Tulsa will kick off, and we'll get this game started. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma's offense will get the first possession of the game. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great...
There he goes! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Gonna run it. It's Avant. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Kamara. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Punt is on its way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. So Tulsa's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad. Yeah,
and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Punt is in the air. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First down, 10 yards to go. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Kamara. Fires to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Trailer. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Meadows. Here's the pressure. And he'll be brought down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're working that left side. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got it inside the 30. He's loose on the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. A 1st down for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Meadows. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under fire. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
With the catch, it's Bryant. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Scanning the field, it's Kamara. Catch in the middle, it's Avent. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Brought down at the 30-yard line, it's a gain of 6. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Slings it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Kamara. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On the move, it's Avant. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Dropping back, it's Meadows. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Finds a soft spot in the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Just missed his man, gave him just a little little too much. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Avent. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to pass. It's Kamara. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into the 2nd half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. to throw. It's Kamara. This time he's got his man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Avant. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. Fit it in the window for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. The give out of the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Reads it, fires complete. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a tight end. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Wants to throw again. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Puncks it out of the air. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. A low-line drive and not his best work. So Missouri's offense will go to work for the first time today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
It's complete to the left. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo.
Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. To the air on second down. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Second down coming up. Quick release by the QB. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Dumps it off to the flats. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Orange have opened up this lead, but it is not insurmountable. If they can channel the magic of that 1959 National Championship team, we're in store for some finish. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Syracuse. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now they're going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Breaks into the open. He's got 43 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike pay dirt. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Gonna swing it on second down. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Under fire. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Flips it out in the flat. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beal. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Got room to work. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Give to the running back. Makes one man miss. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. He'll do it himself. Still on his feet at the 25. There he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wideout. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Touchdown, Missouri! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The give to the left side. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They punt it away on 4th down. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Working that left side now. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got the quick pass. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The orange offense is pouring it on. Feels like they're trying to make a statement today, and that statement is don't mess with SU. They're trailing by 17 to Syracuse. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hainsworth. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab on the left. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.